Yo, what's up, good people? Y'all know what time it is, baby. It's AA Sports, straight sports, no chaser. And you have the super team of sports talk here with y'all on one half of it, Diego Barishnikov, the Black Dominican Russian. And I'm here checking in with my main man, my partner in crime. They call him the 6 foot and under post-up champ. Tell him who you are.
What's good people? It's the other A and AA Sports, your boy Uncle Hate, broadcasting here live on a Tuesday. I am coming to you with a negative balance in regards to sick and vacation days.
Hey man, when you make your own rules, man, you can do as you please.
It's not like we ain't been on here in a minute, but I think I was at you before, like, dog, I'm watching your vacation days, but it just went left for me after that.
It always go that way, right? It always go that way. But yeah, it's been it was the finals were still going on. Mm-hmm. And that'll be 2 weeks come Friday, so
it's like they were going on, but we knew what it was.
Right. We were really treating it. I know I was treating it like them like those play-in games in the NCAA tournament that they called the first round. Nah.
Yeah. Hey, that shit was over with. We're gonna touch on that real quick, people, because we ain't been here, but it won't be long because it really ain't much to say.
Nah, not much at all. But yes, people, we appreciate y'all tuning in. Again, those of you guys that watch us on the YouTube channel, we appreciate that. Also, those of you guys that listen to us on the Spreaker platform, we appreciate that as well. Remember to keep watching, liking, hitting that subscribe or follow button, and leave us some comments as well. Again, you can find us at AA Sportscast, straight sports, no chaser, on either one of those platforms, including Facebook and IG as well. Yes, so, hey, let's get right on into it. Like you said, people, we ain't been here for a while, so we're going to hit real quick on the finals. Kind of like one of them, you don't want to take a full bath, you take that bath in the sink. That bird bath. That's what we're going to hit y'all with real quick on the finals.
Yes, sir. Well, basically, it was the gentleman's sweep, as we thought it would be. I don't know. Did I say a sweep?
No. It was a regular sweep. They didn't win no games.
Oh, shit, I'm sorry. I got that all wrong. Okay. Yeah, it was a sweep. We thought they would get one. I thought they'd get one. But
we both gave them, I think, 5-1, but we really knew what it was.
I mean, you knew what it was. I mean, people, this shit was really over with after game one. It was done.
Yeah, so, I really only gave them a gentleman's sweep out of respect for LeBron James. I figured he'd find a way to get them one game.
Yeah.
And he almost did, scoring 51 in the first game, but we know what happened after that.
You get 51-8 and y'all don't win, I don't even blame you for getting swept. You did your part. So, but hey, man, it didn't happen. Golden State had a better team. We already knew that. But the homie punched the wall after game one and fractured his hand, allegedly.
Yeah.
He played the rest of the other 3 games and averaged 34 points, but wore a cast to the press conference after the sweep.
Right. Very flawed, very suckerific in my opinion. Now, even if the hand was hurt, to what degree, I don't know. Like you said, because he was throwing passes off the backboard to himself, dunking the ball.
Right.
To me, I think because I saw a picture. They showed a picture of it compared to his other hand. It definitely looked swollen. I'm just trying to figure out where exactly it went wrong, because that last game, he just wasn't shooting no jump shots, no long range jump shots.
I hate to use that word, the Q word, but I mean, he was done that last game. But game 3 is the game I harken back to.
Mm-hmm.
This shot was terrible in game 3. I mean, it was gone. So it kind of makes sense. But my thing is, don't wear that to the.
That's what I'm saying. Something like whether he was hurt or not is neither here nor there. Just don't wear the cast.
Yeah, don't wear the cast.
And it was all the way down to his wrist.
Right.
Just don't wear that. Because that's what just kind of made it look bad.
But they had a better team.
At the same token, though, let's just say he had no order cast, and when it came out, sometime after the finals, he had a fractured or hurt hand or whatever, we still would probably be saying, well, we don't want to hear that excuse either.
Yeah, I mean, we're
so
a different era, so that excuse stuff, that's no bueno with us. But I mean, if you expected him to beat this team, I mean, that's like one of the longest of long shots for him to beat that team. It didn't happen. Shout out to Golden State. That's 3 and 4 years, right?
Correct.
3 and 4 years, and Cleveland. We don't know what y'all gonna do the next couple of weeks. Y'all got some stuff to figure out. But an interesting note with Golden State, a lot of these cats are free next summer. It's funny because people talking about like 4 or 5, they can rebuild this entire team in 2 years. They're going to have hella cap space again. And you think people ain't going to want to go there?
Well, where are you getting this hella cap space from, though?
Okay, Iggy falls off. That's 15 a year. Sean Livingston, that's 8. They're going to pay Draymond. They're going to pay Clay, of course.
I'm about to say, for everybody for all them contracts that's fallen off, it's going to get replaced by what they're going to have to play Dre and Clay.
Well, those two. I'm talking about as far as building that bench. They might, and I'm thinking they're going to go young this summer, which they should. But what I'm saying is in 20, people are looking at that thinking, they're going to have this same team going forward. They can actually get younger in the bench and get better. They really can.
I mean, they're going to have to hit on a couple late draft picks.
You don't think people would take like that 15 that Iggy got? That's good money in today's NBA compared to what's out there. They can't get somebody to be that anchor going forward.
That's what I'm saying. If you're going your starting 5 going to be making $20+ million a year.
I got to see that.
I mean, I'm going on the theory that they're going to re-sign Clay and they're going to re-sign Draymond.
Yeah.
Now, what they re-sign them for, I don't know, but
yeah,
I'm sure it's going to be 20+.
Well, yeah, that's the going rate.
Right. So, and then you got KD and you got Steph. So it's going to be like to me, it's going to be like a Miami Heat, LeBron in them situation. You top heavy on pay. You got to fill the rest of the bench out with whatever is left.
It's gonna come down to what KD takes and what they figure out with them other two. But I was surprised that these contracts were expiring next summer. Some reason I thought they had them other two cats longer because it seemed like he just re-signed. It seemed like it.
Who, Looney?
Nah, he's gone. I'm talking about the 3 at the bottom. Iggy, I thought he did like 5 years, but I didn't know he was gonna be expiring that fast. So. Yeah, that's some solid money going forward. We're going to see. I expect them to be right back in the same position next year unless something drastic happens. So we shall see with them. Like you said, they got to hit on them draft picks. We're going to see. Few NBA notes since we have not been here. Dwayne Casey did get hired as the coach of the Detroit Pistons. He took a job. I don't know exactly what he has there, but when you're a negative in cap space, and I think you finished 9th, so maybe you get – they should get in the playoffs if LeBron's gone. They should.
Yeah, I mean, what are they going to get a whole year out of with Blake being there a whole year? What can Casey get out of Blake in that group? What's going to be the shift of power in the East if LeBron does leave the East? It's going to be some things to figure out. But I don't see them – even taking LeBron out of the equation, I still got Boston, Philly, Indiana.
Toronto.
I know I hit you with this probably last week or so.
That made sense, too.
You're talking about Toronto and how they choke, which they do. But their whole problem is been getting past LeBron. If LeBron is out of the way, we'll see what they be able to do against the rest. I still like Boston over them. I still like Philly over them. Yeah. Just on heart alone.
I mean, but like you said, LeBron gone because they won like 60 games this year, right?
Yeah.
So they won 60 games with LeBron around. LeBron not there. They got a good – and I never thought about that till you said that. They got a legit chance to get out the East if that's the same team. But they're not – I don't
think it's going to be the same, though.
Nah. It's funny because I heard that they wanted to get – this is lion season, people. That's one thing I want to say going forward. We don't know all these lies going forward between tomorrow and tonight. But I heard that they want to get in the top 10 to get the point guard from Kentucky. Shade,
something Alexander, yeah.
Yeah, that fella. And I was thinking to myself, if I was Philly, I'd get on the phone right now. Like, y'all can have this number 10 pick. Go ahead and send me DeMar DeRozan. Y'all can have it. You know?
Yeah, you hurry up and do that deal before they realize
ASAP.
Something right. Yeah.
But I don't know though. We keep saying that team gonna be different, but how many different ways can they go? They're really top heavy.
They are. I think they need another wing scorer probably. Serge ain't the answer.
They just signed him last summer. He's there. He's
right.
not.
I'm trying to think of, and I'm only bringing his name up because it's somebody he just recently was in the news, but it might be some other options. Rudy Gay.
I like Rudy Gay.
At a veteran minimum, somebody like that to come in there, but it's, they're gonna need a wing that can score, that they don't have to rely on to be a number one.
I got a feeling Rudy Gay is hanging around, waiting to see what Bron do.
Yeah. At this point in his career, I would probably.
He done made his money. I mean, he done made his money. So he seems like he's waiting.
Even if he's not waiting on to see what LeBron do, just to see how it shake out anyway.
You see all them dudes free on Golden State. Rudy Gay can go take them minutes and help them. So yeah, I'd wait around if I was him. I mean, it comes down to, I guess when you're early, you want to get that bread. When you get older, you want to win. And this whole, that's gonna segue into something else. This whole San Antonio thing is supposed to go another way.
Hey, you was it Marlo? You want it to be this way.
Yeah. All right, last thing. Let's get off Toronto real quick. Whoever Nick Nurse is, I believe he's been there for a while. So you fired the NBA Coach of the Year. He's not good enough. He has to go.
Right.
The person that you promote to that job, or who you hire for the job, was his number 2, who was running the offense already, that y'all go away from in the playoffs and go ISO heavy and get sunned by LeBron every year.
I didn't even know he was running the offense. But my first thought was, so you're going to keep somebody that's basically running the same principles as a dude that you fired?
Well done, Toronto.
Oh, fuck out of here.
I should have hit you early because we needed the clapping sound effect on that one. Well done.
All right, man.
But all right. We were talking about Rudy Gay and this San Antonio thing going wrong. Well, last Friday things kind of took another shift. Shout out to that boy Glass, because Glass, I said it on Twitter last week. I said the Supermax took his first L. Well, I was wrong. Glass pointed out the Supermax took his first L with Chris Paul. Now, I thought they wouldn't give him the 5th year. He wanted the 5, but they only offered 4, and that's why he said he would leave.
Well, they haven't. I don't think they've offered anything yet because it ain't.
I'm not talking about now. I'm talking about with the Clippers. Before he left the Clippers.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, he did leave that money on the table.
So that was the first L for the Supermax, if I'm not mistaken.
Right.
So I was wrong on Twitter. I said that this with the San Antonio Spurs was the first L. I was wrong. Shout out to Glass. I hit you with it the other day. I was like, $219 million. That's a lot of money. You said some people money ain't everything. And that's true. But goddamn, cuz 26, you can get right back on the market at 31 with 200 in the pocket, but that's not where he want to be. Kawhi Leonard has made it clear he wants to be out of San Antonio. He is fed up with it. He felt like they turned their back on him. And truth be told, you can't really blame him. I mean, it seemed like the campaign since December 1st was he's healthy. We cleared him. Go ask his people.
Right. Tony Parker in his comments, Ginobili in his comments, and and Pop pretty much putting the icing on the cake. Their late was that March or so, April, maybe?
Right before playoffs, yeah.
You have to ask Kawhi and his group.
Hey, man. we have been on, I want to say Twitter. We've been on the show. We have spoken quite frequently about leverage. You do not talk this shit to a guy who has 1 year left. You don't. Because he can leave. And there's nothing they can do. I think it's comical. I'm going to clap my hands again for you people on TV saying that, the Spurs still have some leverage. Sure they do. Yeah, they got some leverage. You better trade them by February. And if it's me, if it's me, I'm coming at you with the sucker trade in February because you ain't got but what 3 months with him. So
Right.
3 months.
Right, because yeah, I don't understand that position myself. The longer you wait,
you lose time.
You're gonna get, especially if he's saying, "I'm going to LA," or I want to play in LA, and if it's true that he stated he's not going to he's going to tell whatever team you try and trade him to that's not the LA Lakers that he won't re-sign with them. So why would they give up any real assets to get him for
this is not new. We've seen this time and time again. The most recent example of this going the other way is I was surprised Oklahoma traded for Paul George last year. I mean, they had no guarantee, and they still don't have a guarantee. He could walk July 1st. Right. You normally don't make a trade unless you got a deal in place that this cat is going to be there. But they said Pop went to meet him in San Diego last night. Stephen A. was on TV and said his sources told him, he looked him dead in the face and said, I don't want to be here. I'm leaving.
Right. I heard that. Yeah, because I heard that through the reason Pop had to go to San Diego to track him down because he wasn't returning or answering any of his phone calls.
Don't tell me he was giving him this. Nah.
Right. Right. So that's my understanding. So.
Okay, I got something for you. We're going to talk trades. And people, I've said on this show before, this fella right here is the worst. Don't call him for a trade in fantasy football. Don't call him. We're talking NBA in real life. Is it more important to you to keep him from a rival or get the best deal? If it's you.
For me, 9 times out of 10 is to get the best deal. And then it really depends on the landscape of where things are right now.
Right.
San Antonio is not – without Kawhi Leonard, they're not ready to do anything anytime soon.
No time soon.
So I wouldn't be so caught up on not trading him to the Lakers.
Right, and that's the part I don't understand. Folks talking about Pop will not trade him west. What option you got?
That's for all them people who still want to see the Spurs. The Spurs are kind of like the Patriots.
Yes.
They got so much respect, and rightfully so, but at the same time, sometimes people are blinded by that, and they don't want to own up to the fact that sometimes they don't have the upper hand. They don't have the upper hand 100% of the time, and this is one of them times. You know, and I think people just don't want to come to the realization that the player in this particular instance has the control.
Did we – I know neither one of us saw this coming this year, that the Spurs and the Patriots would be in these positions this year at the same time.
Yeah. Well, good thing for the Patriots, Brady's still there. So
yeah, they ain't got no – I mean, that's
Brady's still there, and they still playing the AFC East.
Yeah, football's a different beast, but in NBA, I mean, this is not new. Folks have been sitting around talking, he's taking control. This shit been going on for years. Years. He took advantage of his leverage. He did what he's supposed to do. If that was me, he's traded by tomorrow night. Jimmy Butler got traded last year at the draft.
Mm-hmm.
He's on tomorrow night. You got to get what you can get right now because them deals are going to get worse and worse going into the year. Worse and worse. But I don't know. Maybe they're going to wait because they think he's going to take that 219. But if I'm not mistaken, didn't you tell me he's still driving a Tahoe from like 97?
97 Tahoe.
And he still got them braids.
Still got the cornrows. So, and I don't know how true this is, but I heard that he just moved out of an apartment and finally bought a house. And he bought, just a little modest 1-story crib.
I don't believe that shit. You tell me he in a ranch though?
I think I was watching High Noon and I heard Bomani talking about I think I want to say Bomani said he was in Houston or somewhere. He was at something and it was a nice little event, people outside walking around, mingling, what have you. And he noticed amongst the crowd that just this dude walking with his headphones on, nobody with him or anything. Who was it? Kawhi Leonard. He said he stopped talking to him for a minute, then he went on about his business.
Tell me how you can strong arm a dude like that with $219 million.
Because of 97 Tahoe?
I still go back to people, you ain't heard his voice. So, I mean, but he said, was that January, February when he finally came out and talked? Said he wanted to be there. And if I'm not mistaken, Pop came out a month or two later with that BS talking about Axis people. Hey man, you did it to yourself. Did it to yourself. All right, let's move to this last bit of NBA. Chris Paul, we talked about him an awful lot. You know what? I'm getting older, so I'm getting soft with age. We've been calling for this injury. Did we jinx the homie?
I mean, you can say that, or I mean, can we jinx something that's happened year after year after year? You know what I'm saying? We just was waiting on it this year. You know?
Okay, true. Coming off of this injury,
the Easter Bunny show up every year, right?
The Easter Bunny show up, Santa Claus, and Chris Paul gets hurt, run playoffs every damn year.
Hey,
every damn year.
I was starting to think that he was gonna make it through.
It felt like it didn't.
I never thought that. It
really felt like it. Well, didn't happen. Well, I want to say about a week, maybe three to 5 days after the series is over with, Chris Paul lets word leak out that I ain't taking less than the max. We would have a problem. You know what? This is going to tie into this next story because I'm going to go ahead and say there's a difference between it's only one majority black owner. It's only one. And that's Michael Jordan.
Michael Jeffrey Jordan.
Michael Jordan traded away a double-double machine to avoid the luxury tax. Mike ain't taking no L, people.
Mike is cheap as fuck.
We're not taking
I'm just telling people that, man. Mike is cheap as hell. Y'all be talking about his jeans and all that shit. It's a method to the madness. Mike ain't spending money on shit, but like cigars and shit.
Shout out to all our white followers. I love y'all. But I promise you this conversation will be different with a black owner. Because you get hurt every year and you ain't taking less than the max? Is you serious? Really?
Hey.
Really?
Now, if Houston, this could be one of them situations. Houston created this problem by giving him a wink deal.
Oh, they're screwed. They're screwed. We can go ahead and say that. They got to pay him. They ain't got no choice. But cut it. It's hurt every year. Every year.
They don't. I'm gonna say they don't have to, but yeah, they have to.
What choice they got?
They really, yeah.
Tell me a choice.
Hey, I told you. If they don't re-sign him, hey, have fun going back to James Harden dribbling at the top of the key, dribbling 18 to 24 seconds out of the shot clock.
I mean that's the only well, I mean, unless they ain't got no damn option.
They need to just bring this team back next year.
They won 65 games.
Go ahead and match Capella. Try to talk Chris Paul down some. You know
what do we say? Two with a 3 or 3 with a 4? Because I think I do 3 with 4, and that's my option on the 4th.
Chris Paul, the head of the players union. He ain't going for no team option on that last year.
Yeah. I just.
I think if you want a team option, or if you the team and you don't, your fear is having to pay a whole lot of money out to a washed player them last years of the contract. Why don't NBA teams front load some of these contracts?
Is
that against like rules or something? We need to find that out because I don't know.
That can't be no different than the poison pill.
Huh?
That can't be no different than them poison pills them teams been putting in them contracts. Like old boy in Miami. The white guy, Tyler something. Didn't they put like a $20 million
Tyler Johnson?
Yeah, didn't they like front load that 1 year of the deal so nobody would want to match it? So I mean it's possible.
Yeah.
They just don't have a choice.
Now that we're talking about it and I'm thinking about it, I think the NBA salaries have something to do with a certain percentage of a raise each year.
Yeah.
And it's because I think some of their money goes into escrow to pay for something. So it maybe that's why it has to keep escalating up each year. It's got to be something because I've never seen a contract front loaded.
Nah.
And I ain't that smart, so I can't be the first person to think of it to do it. So it's got to be something.
You're pretty smart.
I'm all right.
But yeah, they're screwed. I mean, I guess it's hard to say they're screwed when they won 65 games. But
they got what they got though.
Like 20 of them, 25.
Yeah, as I said, unless LeBron come there, which
I don't see that happening.
nah.
I just don't. I would not gut my entire team to get one dude. I mean, you won 65 last year.
Right. And Chris Paul, Harden, and LeBron, I mean, individually, good players. Talking about some shit that don't seem like it would mesh.
Let me ask you this, though.
I don't want no parts of that.
Let me ask you this. If he was healthy, would they have won game 6 or 7?
Chris Paul?
Yeah.
Oh, I believe they would have. Yeah.
So in that case, you bring the band back. In that case.
Right. See, the problem is, though, if LeBron James want to come to Houston, then Daryl Morey, he's going to entertain that.
Man, you talk about some cap gymnastics.
You know, but if I'm Daryl Morey, I'd be like, you know what? You're a good player, LeBron. I respect you, but we good. You know what I'm saying?
That's the hard thing these guys gonna have to do.
Good.
That's the hard decision they're gonna have to make. But
right. Yeah.
we're gonna talk about that.
I just don't see that. I don't see that mix. I don't see it working.
Well, you know what? While we on this, I want you to expand on what you told me last week, because I actually thought it made a whole lot of sense. We were talking about LeBron, because I've been in the minority probably saying I wouldn't hand my team over to a dude in year 16. But you made a point in regards to what you thought LeBron needed to do, and it made sense.
Oh, yes. So going forward, the ISO ball, axe that shit. You know, they're having 4 people standing around on the perimeter and, you know, wait and watch you and wait to get a pass and shoot. That's got to go. In the past, you know, with the way they assembled teams in Miami, how he had a hand in assembling the teams when he first got back to Cleveland. A lot of vets, you know,
yes.
As he's getting older, I think this year really showed he needs younger legs around him. So that's why, to me, I started to warm up to the Laker option, because they got young cats that got legs and that's ready to run.
Yes.
He needs to go to the post, to me.
Yes.
Play stretch 4 or whatever. He needs to go down and make his business down low, take the ball out of his hands. And if he went to the Lakers and they was able to keep Lonzo there, I would like to see that. That, to me, that's more interesting than watching him go to Houston and watch him and James Harden and Chris Paul alternate dribbling all the shot clock out.
See, but when we talked about it last week, I was more in love with him going to Philly. If he can give up the ball, let Ben get it. Tell me why he can't average 37-7 or 35-7 with Ben getting him the ball. If he just comes off of it, like you said, don't dribble all of it out and just have everybody. Ben Simmons is the point guard. Ben Simmons don't want to shoot the ball.
Yeah. Only thing that I would question or I would wonder about that is because Embiid's there. So Embiid's gonna take up a lot of that stuff down low. With the Lakers, they really don't have no other post presence there.
Is that now? You're right about that, and I want to say I was talking to one of the homies the other day. LeBron ain't never played with no post big. I mean, Shaq was washed by the time he got there, so he ain't never really had to play with somebody he had to throw the ball to in the post. Right,
and I mean, not saying like a back to the basket type of post guy, because those guys are pretty much. Well, I ain't gonna say they extinct. I think it's some young cats trying to bring a piece of that back.
Yeah, because Embiid has a mix.
Embiid, Cat, they're kind of a hybrid. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They got that facet to their game. And you look at some of the guys that's coming up here in this draft.
Yeah.
What is Mo Bamba going to be? Ayton, Bagley. These guys got high ceilings.
Yes.
So, you know, we can add them probably into that mix of Cat and them in the next couple of years. But I just want to see. I want to see something different from LeBron from this point to the end of his career. I didn't seen enough of what we just saw for the last probably 4 to 5 years.
Yeah.
You know, because I was looking at some of his Miami highlights today. Some of them just coming up on Twitter because they've been having a lot of finals on this day, and this finals just happened. Man, LeBron was running in Miami. That boy was running the floor in Miami. And
I think it's safe to say they would have did a whole lot better. LeBron needs a second scorer. He needs a ball-dominant second scorer. who when he doesn't want to when he's not producing. He's only won when he's had a Wade or a Kyrie, somebody like that. He can get a ball to. He can go on the corner.
Right. Because she's not his mentality is not score first. So he definitely needs that.
But like I said to you last week, though, I wasn't really in love with this Laker thing till Kawhi came on the market. Bro, I put LeBron at point. I put LeBron at point. With them horses, how Golden State gonna match up with him at point? The smallest dude on the floor be 6'7".
I don't want him at point. I want the ball out of his hand because he just gonna hog it.
But if you get rid of Lonzo, and I keep hearing that Lonzo is the piece that has to go, who's gonna run the point?
No, I mean if Lonzo got to go, then yeah. I mean, how much do you like Josh Hart? I don't think that much to move him into the starting lineup. But if I'm Magic, I ain't doing it.
I'm okay. Let me ask you this, because we kind of touched on this too. You got 3 real pieces: Kuz, Ingram, Zoe. Spurs can get 2 of them. They can't get all 3.
Hey man, if I'm Magic Johnson, and if I can get LeBron and Paul George to come this year, I tell Spurs to kiss my ass. Kawhi's coming to me next year for nothing anyway.
See, but the problem with that is they got 60 on the table. That's the cap space. If LeBron comes now, Paul George comes now, that space ain't there next year. So you kind of need to trade him now.
Or you have to do a sign and trade then, which you might as well do it now.
You might as well do it now.
Gotcha.
That's what I'm saying. If it's me, you can have 2 of them. You can't have all 3.
And 2 of them really neither one of them really is enough. You might have to get a third team involved.
Possibly.
You might have to get a third team involved. Can you do?
Maybe you sign and trade Randall with one of them, and you keep the other 2.
Yeah. I was gonna say, or can LeBron do a sign and trade from the Cavs to the Lakers?
But you got to match $35 million though.
Then Kevin Love to the Spurs some kind of way.
Man, the Spurs. We're gonna talk about that in a second.
Well, no, they don't need him because they got him LaMarcus Aldridge.
Well, at the same time, does Popovich hate LA that much to where he take 8 in Love for Kawhi? I mean, I kind of would if it was me.
I mean, none of these packages are really equal.
But
from the stuff that we've been hearing.
But we've been talking about that though. These superstars have been traded. Look at what they got for Love. I'm sorry, Jimmy Butler last year. You're not getting these superstar hauls no more. You're not. It's what? Look what they got for Boogie. It don't work that way no more.
Yeah, nobody's getting fair value on the trades no more. So it's get the best you can get
and get out. Be done with it. All right, let's move on down to Dwight Howard got traded again. For all you people who are sitting there saying, "Oh, Dwight Howard sucks," and his numbers were right, but I read a story right before we went on the air. They said they hated him in that locker room too. Damn, what is he doing? Everywhere he goes, they hate him.
Probably being a jerk.
Cause you left Houston, went to Atlanta. They hated you there allegedly. Then you get a third chance, if I'm not mistaken. Is he on the 3rd or the 4th one in Charlotte? That didn't work out.
Right.
I was hitting. I think I hit you earlier. Like, man, Dwight gonna end up on a winner. Man, Dwight might be stuck up there in Brooklyn this year.
Yeah, they talking about a buyout. It's highly unlikely. So it's only 1 year. So they really got him for the I guess to make sure they got that cap space open next year. From what they say.
But if they buy him out, if they take 18 off that 23, they still gonna have the space next summer. But if I'm Dwight, well, I don't know. It might not be no market for him. Like you, man. Hey, man, Dwight, bless your heart, cuz. All right, big dog. Let's jump on into this NBA draft. I don't plan on going through all the picks because I believe this is lying season right now. I think the only pick that we know is going to happen off top is DeAndre Ayton. That's it. That's the only one we're pretty sure. I'm pretty sure. You sure about that?
Yeah. I mean, and if you look at, I think past 3 is where after Atlanta is where it's going to get kind of tricky. That's one thing. That's where it's going to start to.
I don't know what Sacramento's going to do it too.
Yeah, they could very well take Doncic. Now, okay, let's look at what Sacramento has right now. I'm just trying to think off the top of my head. They got a lot of wings. They got
Fox. They got Justin
Fox,
from Carolina.
Justin Jackson. They got the boy
Cauley Stein is the center.
Cauley Stein. They got what's the boy from Oklahoma? Buddy Hield.
I forgot about him.
They got Buddy Hield. They got
I forgot all about Buddy. Yeah.
They got a lot of wings already.
Right.
What I'm saying. So Doncic seems to be another. I don't know because of that if they're going to throw him into that mix, and they already got a lot of guards anyway. Now bigs, what they got big wise? They got that boy Jason. What is his name?
Thompson, Jason Thompson.
Yeah.
Cauley Stein. They took old boy from Duke last year as a project.
Terry Giles. Okay.
So I mean, I guess at that position with that team, you take best available. But it seemed like Doncic can play with Fox. He's 6'7". I didn't know he was that big.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. The reports have been coming out the last 24 hours that the Hawks are going to take Luka Doncic.
Right.
I kind of want a big, man. I like us getting one of these centers, Bamba or Jackson, to play with Collins. That way Collins don't have to play 5. He can stay at 4. So we'll at least have our front court straight. We just got to figure out the back court. But how do you feel about that if we take him at 3?
I don't know if I'm sold on Jaren Jackson.
I'm not sold on that either.
Everything I've been kind of saying about him is good contributor, but not something that's going to change your franchise. Now, Doncic, normally I'm not up on the Euros. I can't say I've seen a lot of this dude, but I will take – okay, so this particular league that he was in is supposed to be the best European league, right? Basically the next best league other than the NBA.
Right.
And he's won MVP of it how many times?
I think the last 2 years.
And he's 19?
19.
Okay. That's a plus.
And this whole Dennis thing ain't even resolved yet.
Nah. He still got court dates and everything. Now, what's interesting about Luka Doncic to Atlanta on a bigger scale though? Let's say he actually is this big star, right? Mm-hmm. He comes here. Think about what that could do as far as Atlanta taking another step in this, not just sports wise, just worldwide, international spotlight kind of city.
Yeah.
We got the World Cup games are possibly going to be played. I think some of the matches are going to be played here with the deal that just got
Oh, I ain't hear that. That's dope.
No, the bid. North America won the bid. I think the championship or whatever is going to be played in MetLife in New York. Right. But there would be other World Cup affiliated matches throughout the city, and I believe Atlanta is going to be one of them with the new stadium, Mercedes-Benz Stadium.
Yeah.
But that's just something I kind of thought about. I can see them trying to make him an international star.
Oh, he's
based on billboards, and I can kind of see that whole marketing thing coming together already in my head.
Yeah. I mean, the boy has I think his nickname is Wonder Boy. He's 19. He'll win here.
He has to win, but he's got to win.
He got to win.
It's going to take a lot. If he comes here, he's going to have to come in. He's going to have to ball. Right now, if the Hawks draft him, it's going to be a whole lot of, here we go again. We done made the wrong pick. Who the fuck is this kid? It's going to be all that. We already know that.
But you know what, though? At 6'7", I'd keep him and Dennis. At 6'7", because Dennis can handle the ball, and he ain't an outside shooter. From what I understand, this kid has a decent outside shot. So right. I got all my Hawks shit on because I think this is an important draft. This is important for us. And I don't know which way we going. I honestly don't.
Yeah, it's just going to be I think we're gonna end up with a good player. I'll just say that. You don't know about any of these guys really.
No.
I think we're gonna end up with a good player.
It's all speculation. If anything, we got a plan at least. We're slow cooking, trying to develop. We got a plan at least. So Memphis is at 4. Trae Young. Let's talk about Trae Young.
If he goes to where this mock draft got him going, he's gonna die.
Can we? I know we mentioned
going to Orlando Magic.
I want to say we mentioned this before, but can we really start the campaign on Twitter? Send Orlando to Seattle. They don't get a team. Send them to Seattle.
Damn shame. They ain't been right, and Dwight ain't been right since they was together.
Dwight should have stayed, cuz. Dwight should have stayed. But past that, Michael Porter and Trae Young seem to be the most interesting cats in this top 13, 14 of the lottery. I'm starting to warm up a little bit more to this Michael Porter guy because he seems like today's NBA type cat. 6'10", can shoot the ball, but back injuries scare people. They scare him a lot.
Right.
So I kind of like him at where I got him at Chicago. Chicago is actually slow building a solid little team up there. We're gonna see where it goes, but Mo Bamba, let's get him real quick. I wouldn't be mad if Atlanta took him at 3. How do you feel about that?
I would rather him over Jaren Jackson.
Right. I feel the same way.
I would rather him over Jaren Jackson. I kind of like Mo Bamba. Now I think he need to put on some weight, of course.
Yeah.
Of course, he kind of raw, but I saw a highlight today of him. He went up for a dunk, and the ball was like at 14 and a half feet. That's crazy length. I think they say he has the longest or the widest wingspan at 7 feet 10, I believe, of anybody that's ever come through the draft.
They said that Rudy Gobert's length was like the longest.
Right.
He's like longer than his.
Yeah.
You see what Rudy Gobert does in regards to disruption in the middle of the lane.
Right.
So
and I think Mo Bamba has maybe a little bit more potential offensively than Rudy Gobert.
All day, he can shoot a 3.
Right. So I would rather him over Jaren Jackson if I was a Hawks if it came down to one of those guys. But I think it's probably between Doncic and Bagley for the Hawks. Whichever one the teams don't take is probably where Atlanta will go. I actually like where you have Mo Bamba on this sheet to Dallas. Dallas with him, Dennis Smith, somebody else. They already got Harrison Barnes.
Yeah.
I would like him added into that piece. I don't much of Dallas last year, but I don't think they were. Were they terrible?
No, they weren't terrible, but they were terrible.
Okay.
You know who's not happy about that selection? DeMarcus Cousins. I keep hearing that Dallas is a spot that he could possibly land at. And if they take Bamba, what they need him for?
Does Boogie want to go to Dallas?
I mean, if they got the bread for him. We talked about this a couple weeks ago, man. We don't know what's going to happen with this market for Boogie.
We don't. I'm just trying to – right, because you got the injury and everything, and then money is not really all there.
The Wolves already pulled that. I don't know. We're going to see.
Yeah, I'm just thinking from his standpoint, how old Boogie? 25, 26, somewhere around
26. So.
I think what's more important for him right now, still getting his money or playing for a contender?
He got that first contract, so it's time to get that second one where he can win.
I think he's still in the go get money stage probably.
Can what we've been talking about for years finally happen? Boogie, go to Washington. Go hook up with Wall. Go.
It's too late now. They done gave Otto Porter 100.
They can make it work financially. You just got to get rid of them. I think it's going to be like a 2-year prove-it deal. Okay. Boogie have to take probably 15, maybe 20 at the most. When they can come up with 20 in a trade.
They got to get rid of. You talking about Washington still, right?
Yeah, Gortat's gone.
Yeah, they still got to get rid of Gortat. They need to get rid of Mahimi too, if you ask me.
Yeah, I don't know how
both of those contracts are horrible.
I don't know how they can do that.
Yeah, that's gonna be some Dort boy magic right there. They need Danny Ferry.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
They need Danny Ferry on that job.
Yes, sir.
Shit, Timothy Mozgov keep getting traded.
Man, they Dwight must have been bad in that locker room because Dwight's only owed one more year at 23. Mozgov has 16 this year and 16 next year. So you took on salary when you was about to be free of salary. That don't really make no sense to me unless you really wanted him gone.
Yeah, I'm not sure what.
Can we go ahead and admit it?
Like you said, it's the luxury tax. Keep him paying the luxury tax.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, that's why he did it.
That's right. So people, y'all survive. Jordans ain't gonna go up. Y'all gonna be straight for a while. You never had to pay that luxury tax.
Yes, sir.
Jay's is going up.
Yes, sir. But
Philly, I like Mikal Bridges there. I like him there.
Yeah, and I heard the story this morning. I didn't know his mom worked for the Sixers to some capacity.
I didn't know either.
So he's from Philly. He went to Villanova. So it seemed like and he actually would be a good fit for Philly. So
hey, you know,
add another young winner to that group.
You know what's even funnier about this Philly thing? Who the hell's calling the shots? They ain't got no GM.
That's very true. Because Canelo is gone.
So it's real easy to say, get the kid from Philly when you ain't got nobody calling the shots.
Or is it Brent Brown? Bryce Brown?
You think they gave him like that type of power?
I mean, somebody got to run the draft.
Because free agency is
typically it's a coach. Typically it's a coach that'll come in there, maybe not 100% run it, but I'm pretty sure it's a collective between multiple people with the coach probably being at the head. Who else gonna do it?
That's true. That's very true. All right, last thing I got on this draft. The Clippers they gotta win with these two picks. They gotta win.
I have no faith.
13.
I have no faith. They still you have faith in the Cincinnati Bengals?
No.
They keep hiring Marvin Lewis. I have no faith.
I'm gonna tell you why I got a little bit of faith.
In the Clippers.
I'm gonna tell you why I got a little bit of faith.
Oh, I'm listening.
Doc's not in charge of player personnel no more.
He wasn't in charge last year either.
I mean, but they actually won some games last year.
Oh, did they? Oh, okay. I didn't know. I had rolled them off.
Suck, but they finished like 9th in the West.
That's right. Then Lou Williams ball, right?
Lou ball.
Right.
We're gonna talk about free agency next year, but DeAndre Jordan, look at your boy Uncle Hay. Don't opt out, homie. It's not out there for you. It's not out there. Don't do it. But
you'll find a new home by the trade deadline, and next summer you'll be free.
Yeah, he'll be trading in February. Good point. But at 12 and 13, they you got to get solid. You got to get solid players right there. I mean, either way, even if they don't win this year, I think they won because they got off under Blake's contract. To me.
Yeah, but they're going wrong direction. Wrong direction. I don't. Let's see who else is on this list? Colin Sexton. I like him.
I like him too.
He need a jumper, but I like his aggressiveness.
Boy, he ate Trae Young's lunch last year when Oklahoma went to Alabama. He ate his lunch. But I like him too. Good, solid player. We already talked about Atlanta. This got to be a good draft for us. Denver at 14. Denver should have made the playoffs last year. They really should have made the playoffs last year.
Right, they were right there. Yeah, they were right
there. That one game they couldn't get done. But we're gonna see with that. Spurs got 18. I'm telling people, y'all better trade Kawhi Leonard. Don't wait till the start of the season. You get a cat like me, I'm offering 10 cents on the dollar. That's it. That's it.
I already know. What is before we get off of the draft? What does Cleveland do?
Man,
best available?
They got to. They if it was me, I'm hoping Michael Porter falls. I'm hoping.
Right, he's scheduled to go somewhere in that 7 to 9 range. You know.
You gotta hope he falls, but
could this whole I'm just talking because just talking.
Yeah.
Get this whole latest thing about miscommunication about the sore hip, and it was just sore versus he
That
could get out
scared
of
me.
bed and walk.
That scared me last week.
I mean, when I heard it, it did. Hearing him talk about it, it didn't as much. But I wonder also if how much of that is actually true, because we talk about it being line season. I wonder if how smart can you be to throw something out there like that just so you can drop just enough to get to the right team that you want to get to.
Hey, what was them 3 categories we used to have back in the day? Speculation, lies, and just straight bullshit.
That's bullshit.
Hey, man, that scared me. I said, hold on. Bad enough his back wrong. Now his hip hurt. Hip, that scares people because Isaiah Thomas walking around with a messed up hip. And you young.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, if I'm Cleveland, please, Cleveland. I'm going to look into the camera again. Please, Cleveland. LeBron is just operate off the fact he's gone. Don't text him what you think. You saw how that worked out with Miami with Shabazz Napier. Yeah, I like him. Brown was gone 2 weeks later. Don't do it. He's gone. Focus on that. If he stays, great. He got to make it work. But I'm not focusing on what he gonna do. You gotta take best available. I don't necessarily understand how Wendell Carter fits them.
Not if Tristan's still gonna be there.
Yeah, I mean, you got him and Kevin Love.
Yeah.
So how does that work?
Yeah.
If that's the case, considering what's out there, I would probably reach for that boy from Michigan State. If Porter's not there, I'd go get what's that? Miles, not Bridges, the other one.
Oh, I know you're talking about
Michigan State. That small forward.
Yeah, light skin cat.
I would probably reach in that case because you can't add another power forward / center. It don't work.
Right. I may even look at Colin Sexton because George Hill can't be your future at point guard.
Let me ask you this though: would you do that, or would you offer that 8 to Charlotte for Kimber?
I forgot they in the Kimber sweepstakes. That's right.
I kind of would do that.
And how long we been hearing about this trade? Like it seemed like 2 years.
A year or two.
It comes and it goes.
Would Jordan take now? This your boy, and you know how your boy operates. Would he take George Hill straight up for Kemba Walker because he gonna lose? Hey, what's that old term? A and B's nan. I would offer it.
Hey, if it's saving some money, Mike is gonna think about it. I can tell you that much.
George making 19, Kemba making 12. But you're gonna lose Kemba next summer.
Yeah. How many years George got left on that deal? 2, probably.
Like 2. He might do that.
Yeah.
Kupchak's in charge there now. So.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. We're gonna see.
If you got Kevin Love, Kemba Walker, the 8th pick, you got a whole offseason with them young boys. Is he still gonna leave? And mind you, we didn't touch on this. Word really getting out there, Paul George ain't gonna leave.
Oh, he's not leaving OKC?
Word really getting out there because they offering some real money.
That's a domino. Not pretty sure LeBron and the people on them bat phones with Paul George and or Kawhi. Really ain't no reason to be on the phone with Kawhi.
Yeah, he wants to go.
No.
But you
need to be talking to Paul George.
Colin brought that up today on his show. He a sucker, but he brought that up. But Chris Broussard made a good point yesterday. Very good point. He said, if you're Paul George, do you want to go to LA as the 3rd star or stay in OKC as the number 2 with a 5th year? Because, I mean, he's not better than Kawhi Leonard. He damn sure ain't better than LeBron.
Very interesting. That is very
They got to 4th this year with that boy Melo. I ain't never thought about that, but damn, he's the 3rd wheel on that team.
Yeah.
Right.
We talk about LeBron being the first domino. If Paul George does that. Well,
you know what? We can't even say that the first domino is tomorrow night. If San Antonio does not trade Kawhi and they go into the season, then LeBron's sitting there like, okay, I need Paul to go now. If Paul don't go, is he going out there dolo?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we're on the same page. Yeah, I don't think he is.
I don't think he is either.
So
I really don't.
I just don't know if San Antonio will be able to put together a package before tomorrow night. I think it's more of a before the season kind of thing.
I'd take that.
It's gonna get done.
I'd take Lonzo and Ingram, and that pick next year from Sacramento, because that's gonna be a 1. That's the best you're gonna get, cuz.
Unless Danny Ainge calls.
Now with that, if I'm Kawhi should broaden his horizons. Because if I'm Boston, you can have Gordon Hayward straight up him right now. Why would San Antonio not take that deal?
No.
Right?
Is Kawhi a Boston guy though?
No, he's not. He wants to go to LA. So I mean, but
I think they can find a way to fit him on the team. I'm just saying that city, that fan base. I don't see Kawhi being their cup of tea.
Man, we didn't even talk about it, but Kyrie seems to be bucking, not saying that he gonna be there full time. So that's what y'all get, people. That's what.
I'm with Kyrie. It don't make no sense for me to sign no extension this year.
Oh no. That's stupid. Why would I take it now? The money that's there next year. So yeah, that's dumb. But at the end of the day, it's lion season. It'll be a whole lot clearer tomorrow. We'll know what's good. Let's run through this last bit of NFL. We can get up out of here.
Deserve.
These current holdouts. We got Aaron Donald, Julio Jones, Khalil Mack, Earl Thomas, Lev Bell, David Johnson, and Taylor Lewan. Who gets the bag first?
Well, we know Le'Veon Bell is not getting paid. Julio, not really sure what they're going to do with him, but they have opened up this bag of worms or this problem by even entertaining him about a new contract.
2 years.
So whatever distraction or whatever this calls, sorry, Falcons, that's on y'all. Because I would have told him get the fuck out of my office with 3 years left on his deal.
Right.
So I think it's going to be it should be, it probably will be Aaron Donald or Khalil Mack.
It should be. You know, I was reading the story yesterday about the Falcons are kind of upset about Terrell Owens working out with Julio.
Mm-hmm.
I was laughing at that shit because if that was me, I'd be like, okay, cool. Maybe he can like teach Julio some dog. Maybe he can put that in him so he can want to like go get the ball more. Through their first 7 years, I went and did the research today. The first 7 years, Julio has 29 less touchdowns than Terrell Owens. 29. 29, cuz.
Okay. Julio, he is playing with Matt Ryan.
I was wondering if you was gonna go that way. Can we put that on him?
I mean, we saw the better parts last 2 years. Them just not go to him in spots.
And I saw something this week too. They were talking about we already knew this was gonna happen. They said that Sark is on thin ice. If shit starts to go wrong, they're gonna replace him. I mean, we knew that. We knew. Why leak it? Why?
It just makes you as a front office seem incompetent. Because
right.
if you're gonna do that after a year and a half,
do it now.
That lets me know you weren't serious, not serious, but you didn't really know about the hire to start with.
Off top. And the boy, it's Greg Knapp, right? He's there in waiting.
Greg Knapp?
Yeah, he's there in waiting. He's like
he back in the Falcons?
Yeah.
Oh, I totally missed that.
Yeah, so that's why they're saying that shit. They're like, okay, well, if he don't work, we got him. I mean,
like Greg Knapp, that was like with Michael Vick.
Yes.
Oh wow.
if I'm not mistaken, it's somebody from your camp, and I want to say it's Greg Knapp.
Okay.
I want to say it's Greg Knapp. And with that, I mean, damn, if you putting it out there like that now, he's screwed. He's screwed. You might as well fire him now. If that's the case.
Hey, Sark used to this kind of bullshit though.
I mean, but damn, cuz Julio's not in camp right now. You got a dude with a clipboard back there just nodding his head doing the Birdman right now. He's screwed.
And this is the second year of trying to get on, everybody trying to get on the same page in your new modified version of the offense.
Man, we're gonna talk about that because we got football coming up real soon. But you had a take you hit me last week. We're gonna hold that. We're gonna hold that about them Falcons. We're gonna hold it.
Oh, okay, I got you. I know what you're talking about. But I think right now, the same way, we shouldn't get too overhyped about what these teams are doing in pads and shorts, or no pad, not pads, jerseys and shorts and t-shirts. The players that are not there, it is not as big of a deal, especially some of the vets.
Not till August, really.
Yeah, come training camp, they still not showing up. Then we got a problem.
Yeah, shit gets real then. This is another example of not having a African American owner. I want to say African American instead of black, because if Julio would have walked in Michael Jordan's office, like, look, dog, I know you gave me a new deal in 2015, but I want new bread. Get the fuck out my office with this bullshit right now.
I'll be just like this. I wouldn't even looked up. Wouldn't even looked up from what I was doing.
All right, so we talked about that with Julio. Andrew Luck appears to be healthy.
Is he throwing a real size football?
No, he's still throwing that nerf.
Gotcha. It's baby steps.
Hey, I mean, he seems excited. I mean, he was like, I'm playing. Week 1, I'm there.
And honestly, the first clip I seen of him throwing, I didn't know it was a college or high school size football until somebody zoomed in and put it out there that it was. But I'm just looking at his throwing motion and everything, and it looked pretty solid.
We've been waiting on this shit since like
jerseys and t-shirts. Of course, he's in jersey and t-shirts, shorts rather. So we'll see when the pads come on next month.
We've been waiting since January 17, right?
For him to throw the football?
Yeah.
Yeah, give or take, yeah.
Well, we're gonna see. All right, this last part, is boxing. Your forte. Triple G and Canelo. I want to say we talked about this the last show we were on. I want to say we did.
Yeah, because the fight, Oscar had called the fight off.
Right. Oscar called it off, and like a week later, he comes back like, hey, dog, I got 42.5 for you, 42.5%, and Canelo's going to give 57.5. And I want to say at the time, you said, well, just take what they're going to give and just go beat Canelo's ass again. Is that what you happening this go around?
Yeah. And come to find out, according to Triple G in his camp, they didn't take that 42.5. They took 55-45.
Oh, that's reasonable.
Yeah. So finally we got the fight. So yeah, I'm expecting Triple G to whip his ass. No excuses this time, Canelo. We don't want to hear about the meat. Don't be eating the meat. You know what I'm saying? Stay your ass over here, eat some Vienna sausages or some potted meat. You know, some Spam or something. We don't want to hear no shit about no meat. Go and get in that ring and knuckle up.
All right, Deontay Wilder and Anthony Joshua, they've agreed to at least fight in the United Kingdom. What's left? What type of split you think we're gonna see with this?
I'm still skeptical about this. Because when they keep saying they agreed to the terms, from my understanding, Joshua sent these terms over to Wilder people, and Wilder agreed to it, but I'm gathering that it's not official.
I ain't heard shit about money. The only thing I heard they agreed
not
to
only the money, but
fight.
I think Joshua still has to technically sign off on just the terms, which I don't think he's done yet. Right. But I think the terms are they fight over there in the UK. This first fight.
That's all I've heard.
Second fight, it's a rematch clause in there, and the rematch would be in the United States.
Okay.
And that's what I've gathered so far. No, nothing's come out about money or anything like that yet.
Who you got in that fight if it go down?
Other thing that has not been determined is who's going to broadcast the fight. Whether it's going to be Showtime or HBO pay-per-view over here, or if it's going to be whoever the English top pay-per-view person is. I can't think of their name. Gotcha. But In the fight, I think it'll be a good fight now. Don't get me wrong. I'm going to go with Deontay because he got that dog in him.
Yeah.
But if he comes, he tends to fight wild, undisciplined, not the best technical fighter. He leaves himself open for some things. And if he does that, he could very well lose to Joshua because Joshua was more on the technical side. Very good fighter.
All right, I meant to give my losers this week. I'm gonna run these down. We can get up out of here. I have a few. I got a L going out to Sean Harrison. He was a high school dean who shot a fella named Luis Rodriguez, one of his students, because he was holding out money and not selling enough weed for him. Yes, people, a teacher. Teacher's off the hook this year. Just off the hook. Melo, did you see that IG post? Where he was holding the wine glass.
Yeah. Well, what was that about?
Melo, I'm looking into the camera again. The critics did not make you shoot 37% from the field and 21% from three. They didn't make you do that, so take the L on that one. It was a couple more NFL suspensions for PEDs. Do you know it's 14 suspensions already for PEDs? 4-game suspensions? 14?
That's probably about, I wonder what the average is per year.
Don't it seem like it's been like every other week, though?
Yeah.
And we didn't even talk about your boy, Martavius Bryant.
Oh, yeah. He's a dumbass. Pittsburgh Steelers look real smart for going ahead and shipping his ass off now.
Yeah, they won with that trade. My last L that I was holding was the Rockets fans. Rockets fans. Aisha Curry's opening a restaurant in Houston. She's opening, ain't even opened yet. They are going online giving her 1-star reviews.
On the Yelp, I saw that.
Y'all some suckers, man. The damn restaurant ain't even open yet. Take the L, man. Y'all was at home. You should have won the damn game. Blame Chris Paul. Give him a 1-star. Blame him for getting hurt. That girl ain't do nothing to y'all. This shit is getting out of hand with fans, man. Getting way out of hand.
Watch, they're going to be right there eating that shit, too.
You know they are. It's a barbecue restaurant, too? Shit.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, so it's supposed to be like a barbecue restaurant with all type of recipes from across the world. Give me some of them ribs right now. Let's get up out of here, homie.
Man, you already know. I didn't know Aisha Curry was doing it like that.
Yeah, man, I saw that shit. I was like, man, them fans some suckers, man. Like they're not going to eat them damn ribs. Stop it. Stop it, I say.
Hey, man, who don't love ribs? Who don't love ribs? All right, good people, we appreciate y'all tuning in and checking in with us. Uncle, hey, tell these people where to reach you at on social media.
At ReK6000, holla at me. I talk sports. The IG about to get popping again. I was on vacation, but we about to be right.
All right. And again, people, check myself out, Diego Barishnikov. I'm on Twitter as well, at Diego Barish. You can check us there. Also follow us on the AA Sportscast Twitter page. Also the Facebook, like Uncle Hay just said, IG page about to get back on and popping. And don't forget to watch, hit that subscribe on the YouTube channel when you go and view our the shows there. And those of you guys that listen to us on the go, on the Spreaker platform, continue to do the same. Leave comments on both platforms. Let us know what you think about AA Sports, baby. Straight sports, no chaser. And we out. Peace.